What is up, Addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's quadruple money event week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for May 1st through May 7th, 2025. For clothing unlocks, if you complete 3 open wheel races, you'll receive the Dark Manor Racing suit. The current prize ride is the Obey iWagon. It's primarily based on the 2018 Audi Q8 e-tron SUV and has a normal price of about $1.7 million. To get it for free this week, you have to get top 5 in an LS Car Made Series race for only 2 days in a row. In regards to performance, in the SUVs class, it is a top 10 performing vehicle in that class. Its main strength is acceleration and pretty good handling as well. However, its main weakness is top speed, where it doesn't even break 100 miles per hour even when fully upgraded. It can barely keep up with traffic on the highway, which I think is pretty funny. The customization is also pretty basic, definitely not worth $1.7 million. So when you add upgrades to that, that's easily over $2 million you're going to have into this thing. But the fact that you can now have the chance to get it for free here from the prize ride makes it a great opportunity to get this thing if you've been wanting to get one for whatever reason. Continuing to the test ride vehicles, we have the Exemplar, the Bifta, and the Serrano, and all 3 of these are move website vehicles. And for current gen console and PC users, we have the Vivinite as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to the casino podium vehicle, we have the Emperor ETR1. It is primarily based on the Lexus LF-LC Vision Gran Turismo with some styling elements from the Lexus LFA, and has a normal price of just under $2 million. And this one is a removed website car, so keep that in mind. So it's in the supercar class and is a top 20 performing car excluding HSW around most tracks. Its main strength is handling, which is fantastic. However, its top speed is pretty low compared to most of the other supercars, and the acceleration is pretty average as well. Plus, the customization is pretty basic with only a few options, although I do like the styling of it, and the fact that it's a remove website car is pretty cool. Definitely worth trying to win this week. In terms of the dealership cars and luxury autos, we have the DR1 and the RD8. Continuing to Simeons, we have the OG Coquette, the Kalahari, the Roosevelt, the Strider, and the BF Raptor, and all of these are move website vehicles. Continuing to discounts, starting off with the property discounts, we have 40% off the salvage yard property as well as the upgrade/renovations for them. A great deal on the salvage yard for sure. Rockstar usually only puts these properties on 30% off, so at 40% off, this is a very good deal. Continuing to vehicle discounts, starting off on the Legendary Motorsport website, we have 40% off all the open wheel cars. So the BR8, the DR1, the PR4, and of course the RD8. Now, the BR8 is the fastest of the bunch, having significantly better performance than the other 3. So I would definitely recommend getting it this week if you don't already own it. This is a fantastic deal. Moving on to the San Andreas website, we have 40% off the Calico GTF. So this one's in the sports class and is a top 30 performing car in the class for track performance. And for tuner races, it's one of the fastest cars alongside the Sultan RS Classic, the Vector, and the Growler depending on the track. But if you can only own one of those, I always recommend, at least personally, the Calico GTF. It's got incredible acceleration, great customization, and just really great to drive. Now it does have quite a bit of understeer coming out of corners when you're on throttle, kind of like the LG RH8 or even like the higher accelerating electric cars. So definitely only go on throttle when you're sort of pointing in the direction you want to go. Other than that, it's just a great car overall, and it's especially useful, of course, for completing that prize ride challenge every week. Just a great investment and deal on this car, highly recommend. Next up, we have 40% off the Retinue Mark II. So this one's in the Sports Classics class and is a top 5 performing car in the class excluding HSW. It has great handling, top speed, and pretty good customization as well. Just an overall great little car, highly recommend this one. Continuing, we have 40% off the Car 4x4. So this one's in the off-roads class and is a mid-tier performing truck in that class. Its performance is above average, but it does of course lack a bit in comparison to the top off-roaders. But the customization is fantastic and is very fun to off-road with. This is a great deal on this truck. And lastly, we have 40% off the Vivinite. So this one's in the SUVs class and is a top 15 performing vehicle in that class. However, with HSW, it's a top 3 performing vehicle in that class alongside the HSW Astron Custom and the Castigator. Which one is faster is all track dependent, but regardless, I find it funny how Rockstar made a minivan a top tier performing vehicle in the SUVs class. Just crazy. I will say though, the visual customization on the Vivinite is a bit disappointing. Some of the options are pretty random and don't really fit the vehicle all that well, so keep that in mind. Moving along to the gun van, we follow weapons available this week and 50% off the military rifle. For quadruple money, we have 4 times money NRP on open wheel races, which is fantastic. Definitely a good amount of money to be made there, especially in regard to RP. For double money, we have double money NRP on the tow truck services from the salvage yard. And finally, double money NRP on payphone hits from Franklin. Now for those of you who have GTA Plus, the payphone hits are already paying double money, so this week will stack on top of that, making it 4 times money NRP. For the weekly challenge, if you win 2 open wheel races, you'll receive a 100k bonus. For the FIB priority filegram factory this week, it's going to be the brute force file. Continuing to the weekly vehicle robberies from the salvage or business, again, these only change once per event week. We have the McTony robbery with the FR36, the Duggan robbery with the Segway, and the cargo ship robbery with the Panther, and none of these are claimable this week. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's normal time trial is Mount Gordo. I highly recommend a quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the motorcycle race Art to Art. I highly recommend the Power Surge for this race. And if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Hakachu Drag. And lastly, for current gen console and PC users, the HSW time trials run alternates. As always, the HSW Hakachu Drag were the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the BR8. A 40% discount is very significant, especially compared to a 30% discount we usually see from Rockstar. And on a vehicle this expensive, this is a very substantial discount on a top performing vehicle in the open wheels class. For $2 million, this is an insanely good deal on this car. Highly recommend if you're wanting to get one, you won't regret it, especially if you want to participate in the open wheel races this week that are paying out a good chunk of money. Anyways guys, overall this event week I would definitely say is above average. Quadruple money on the open wheel races is something that's different and fun to do, with a good payout behind it considering your time. And double money on payphone hits is great as well. The vehicle discounts are also good, with 3 top tier performing vehicles on sale with a 40% discount applied to them compared to the usual 30% discount we see, and even the salvage yard at 40% off. So factoring in everything, I'm going to give this week a solid 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Also worth mentioning is I've seen a lot of you guys asking, Rockstar has still not given us the cop outfits which were part of the drip feed of the Agents of Sabotage DLC. That was what, back in December? So I mean, it's been well over 4 months, almost 5 months at this point, and they still haven't given us those cop outfits. So it's really strange. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to keep waiting to see if Rockstar ends up releasing that during like a cop themed event week or something, or if they save it for like the potential 2025 summer DLC. Rockstar is weird when it comes to things like that. We're just gonna have to like wait and see. I suppose it just is what it is. That's Rockstar for you. But anyways, again guys, as always, thanks again for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.